Alright, so this is going to be a video about LG UX 4.0, which is the LG G4's Android skin, and why it does not suck. A lot of people say it sucks and it's one of the worst Android skins, and I really disagree with that. It's one of my favorite ones. I'm not sure why they dislike it so much, and this is also going to be my favorite features of LG UX. This feature has been copied by so many people, but that's a good thing. I use this feature all the time. It's when you go on your home screen, double tap to turn off, double tap to turn on, and it works a lot. I used to have a prepaid LG phone. I still have it. I don't use it that often, but it barely worked to knock on. It worked for about a couple weeks and then it barely worked, so I just started using the power button on the side. So this feature is on the lock screen, and the lock screen will change depending on what your weather is. So if I lock my phone, turn it back on, you'll see I get lightning because it's raining outside right now. I get all the and when I turn the phone back on, you see all that again. And this is probably one of my favorite features. It's especially useful if you don't want to open a weather app, you don't want to go outside because of the weather, and it's one of my favorite features too. The next feature is Smart Bulletin. I know a lot of people may not use it, but I use it all the time, and it's pretty helpful. You can um, actually, if you go in here, it will tell you all this. Yeah, I was on a elliptical earlier today, so there's all the steps I've had. You're supposed to get 10,000 a day. That's why I have it set at. That's why I had it on my old phone set at. And as you can see, it has all this, and you may not use it that often, but I use it all the time, especially for changing music. If I So this feature is when you go to create a new album in the photo gallery, you press the menu button at the top, then press new album. You get the option to add to your external storage, your micro SD card, or your internal storage. That's really cool. And other phones that I've had, you've had to go into the file manager, or if it didn't come with one, download a different file manager, and you have to download a different file manager, look for the files, or look for the folder, and move it to the SD card. This way is so much easier, and it even gives you an icon in the top left of, or the top right, showing an SD card, showing that it's saved onto your micro SD card. Alright, so that's all I really had to say about the LG UX 4.0 and the LG UX in general. And it's not as bad as everyone's saying it is. Personally, I really like it. Many of the features on here, which I showed, are quite they're quite helpful, to be honest, especially the customizing the on-screen buttons, and you can actually it's really customizable. You can customize the icons, the little effect of scrolling through the home screens. I haven't even gotten into it. All the lock screen customization that you can do. You can have all the different, what am I trying to say, all the different effects from sliding it open. It's really cool. I just got over some of my favorite tips, and there are many things about the LG UX I don't like, such as the multitasking just isn't up to par with Samsung. But other than that, really, and a couple other things, I think the LG UX 4.0 is really good, and it's not as bad as everyone says it is. That's all I really have to say, and bye.